In this module, we will learn about the types of forces. Forces are classified into contact force and non-contact force. We will study about contact force. What is a contact force? A force which is applied only when it is in contact with an object is called a contact force. Can you lift a bucket of water without holding it? Your answer will be no. So to apply a force on an object, our body has to be in contact with the object. Examples for contact forces are muscular force and frictional force.
The force resulting due to the action of muscles is known as muscular force. For example, when you pick up a book lying on the table using your hands, you apply muscular force. You cannot lift the book without touching it. Hence, muscular force is a contact force. Like humans, animals and birds also use muscular force to run and fly. For example, birds fly in the air by flapping their wings. Have you ever seen that a truck or a car or a cycle apply brake to stop? They do not stop instantly. They stop after traveling a certain distance. Why? This is due to the external force acting on the road and the tires of the vehicle. This force is known as frictional force. The frictional force acts on all the moving objects and its direction is opposite to the direction of motion. Since frictional force arises due to contact between surfaces, it is an example for contact force.
Let us study about non-contact force. What is non-contact force? Force exerted by an object with another object without any contact is called non-contact force.
To understand this, let us perform an activity. Take a bar magnet and an iron nail. Bring the bar magnet close to the iron nail. Make sure that they are not touching each other. What do you observe? Iron nail sticks to the magnet. It can't happen without a force. This means that there has to be a force that is acting between the magnet and the iron nail. Since the iron nail moves towards the magnet, even when both were not in contact, we can say that the force exerted by the magnet on the iron piece is a non-contact force. Non-contact forces are those forces that act between two objects such that objects are not in direct contact with each other. Example for non-contact forces include magnetic force, electrostatic force and gravitational force. Gravitational force. Have you seen fruits falling from on the ground, from trees or water from taps falling down? What do you think that this happened? The earth attracts every object which is near or on its surface towards its center by a non-contact force known as gravitational force. It is this gravitational force which makes an apple fall down from the tree and makes the water from a tap flow down. Gravitational force depends on the distance between the object and the earth. Electrostatic force. Take a sheet of paper and tear into many small pieces. Now rub a plastic scale against your hair. Make sure your hair is dry. Now bring the scale close to the paper pieces. What do you observe? We observe that the pieces of paper are attracted towards the scale. This happens because rubbing of the scale against dry hair produces an electrostatic charge. Thus, the scale attracts the piece of paper by a non-contact force known as electrostatic force.
So in this module, you have learnt about contact force and non-contact force. Contact force example frictional force, that is the force which resists the motion of the body and it acts opposite to the direction of motion. And muscular force, the force resulting due to the action of muscles is known as muscular force. And about non-contact forces, example magnetic force, the force exerted by a magnet on another magnet or a piece of iron is called a magnetic force. Gravitational force, the force of attraction exerted by the earth on all objects is called the force of gravitation. And about electrostatic force, the force exerted by a charged body on another charged body or uncharged body is known as electrostatic force. Thank you.